Welcome back. Great to have you with us on The Full View. NGOs working with victims of violence in the Western Cape say ongoing child killings in the province is a crisis for the country.
Well, they've called for a holistic approach to deal with the scourge. The recent murder of 6-year-old Stacey Adams from Mitchell's Plain has thrust the issue of child killings back into the spotlight.
Her murder sent shockwaves through the community. Just more than a week ago, the body of 6-year-old Stacey Adams was found buried in a shallow grave in Mitchell's Plain, just meters from her family home.
Some pain and can't go away. She's my only child I had. She was laughing every day.
Children's rights groups say the issue of child killings deserves the highest priority from all spheres of government, civil society and communities. The past few years have seen numerous children brutally killed, often by those they trusted. Last year, over 60 children were reported murdered in the Western Cape.
I think one of the big problems that we have is that why are men committing these horrible crimes against children? They are mainly young men from 18, 19, 20, right up to 30 in the mid-30s. They are the perpetrators, they are the offenders, largely. So why is it that we are creating these men? You know, what goes wrong in our community?
The decomposed body of 13-year-old Renee Roman was found 11 days after she was reported missing in Lavender Hill last year. Her body found in a Wendy house in the same road she lived with her family. In Mitchell's Plain, 11-year-old Stasha Oren's body was found in a bushy area. 5-year-old Menintle Lekata, who was last seen playing at her home, was found under a bridge in the Strand area.
Some NGOs have become quite fatigued about the debate and the engagement with government officials around the issue of child killings. And then we have a situation where children are being killed every day. So there is a need to put this issue and make it a priority at national level, at provincial level, at the highest level.
The rape and murder of 3-year-old Courtney Peters in Elsis River made national headlines last year. Her little body found buried in a shallow grave. Her alleged murderer, Mortimer Saunders, is currently on trial.
When we look at these children and we just take one aspect, which is housing, 9 out of 10 times these children did not live in decent, adequate housing. And so we are saying you cannot just look at this problem from a SABC perspective or from a social development perspective. We need to look at the housing crisis in the Western Cape. Why is it that children are so vulnerable to acquaintance violence, stepfather, boyfriend, etc.?
NGOs have reiterated the call for a commission of inquiry and the urgent appointment of a children's commissioner. The Children's Commissioner Bill is currently before the provincial legislature. Vanessa Puna, SABC News, Cape Town.